Alrighty, Roo, and cuckoo to you, and all my nobody's not watching out there. We're back, and hopefully not pissing this guy off too bad in his nice suit that I kind of like. That's dope. Alright, we were supposed to be reading this. My bad. Go back. Or maybe he's testing you, forcing you to show what you're made of. However, he makes all these options seem plausible at once. He's like, oh yeah, just feel free to fuck up. Alright, I think that's enough lectures for today. Class dismissed, except for not. He takes a glance at his silver watch. It's a Patek Philippe, brand mere mortals have seen outside of luxury lifestyle magazines. Just who are you dealing with here? It's a Philippe. I feel like it's Philippi because it looks like it's similar spelling to Philippines. I don't know. It's past 3 a.m. now. The sun will come up in just a few hours, so we don't have much time. He's like, this is really inconvenient. It's happened way too late in the night, and this is going to be my whole evening, isn't it? Come. We need to leave so that the corpse can be taken care of. Oh, you've got a cleaner. You don't even do it yourself. This guy's, like, even above the wolf. He turns his back on you to unlock the door. I'm gonna head out. Attack him from the back. I'll wait for the police. Yes, no. A black man named Tobias has just killed a white, what I would say, emo goth girl. She might be a homeless person, but still, in a nice high-rise apartment that I don't own. I don't have my phone, and I'm gonna wait for NYCPD Blue to fucking show the hell up and just talk it out with them, because you know what? I'm an artist and stuff. They'll believe me. This is normal. Nah, fam. Black Lives Matter. Let's get the fuck out of here. I am so sorry for actually murdering this girl. I talked about it the entire time. Like, I didn't want to do that. But I'm definitely not going to tag him from the back. I'm just going to follow him and be like, hey, it's all good. Okay. Look, does that look like the type of guy who will not get shot by police? Like, look at him. He can just get shot, just... Not even in this situation. You obediently follow him out of the room before he locks it again. You manage to take a final glimpse of the corpse. Why, dude? Why'd you look back? You feel a pang of conscience, but not because of your victim's horrible fate. It's because you don't feel guilty, even though you know you should. Ow! Not a very good toreador at all, to my knowledge. Like, I mean, there are toreadors that don't that, but they're known for their humanity. That's part of the thing. Like, I know you're a horrible killer now, but still, something important inside of you that is still there has definitely died tonight. You don't even recognize yourself in the mirror. Now, that is one thing that's pretty common across the vampire lore of whatever, but not just Vampire the Masquerade, but just in general, like, turning yourself... when you get turned, you're not, like, some of the versions, it's a little easier to sort of deal with the fact that you've changed, and sometimes it's just like, you don't even know who you are anymore, you know, you don't even look the same. The stranger shows you to the elevator. You go to the ground floor. Alright. During an awkward ride, your dazed and confused mind desperately searches for a glimmer of hope, and eventually comes across one. Maybe you'll find the man you met earlier this night. Oh, I don't want to piss him off. What happened to that man is more likely to get me to find him. Who was that man would be helpful, but could piss him off. And what did that man do to me seems like something that wouldn't piss him off and is a logical thing to ask. But what happened to that man, if I'm trying to find him, it's like, I know... A lot of times it seems like people don't seem to understand that vampires exist, and when they get turned into vampires, just like zombies. It's like, oh, nobody says the word zombies because it's cliche or whatever, but a lot of times they don't even seem to realize that that's a thing. Do you know what happened to the man who brought me here? See, that doesn't seem like it should be too offensive. That's what I'd like to know. As of yet, he's unidentified. They have left no trace, and it's obvious they are not planning to come back for you. Okay, that kind of hurt. And that is a big if. If you ever see them again, it will be tomorrow, and probably for the last time. Sounds kind of like a threat. Not necessarily against me, but definitely not a great outcome for anyone. Escape into the streets, just, oh, fuck all this! By who looks like Vlad the Impaler, and could very possibly be, for all I goddamn know. I mean, look at him! He could totally be Dracula. I know that's not the case, because I played the game enough to remember this guy. He's a badass, but he's not Dracula. Dracula is like, I don't know, a lot of clans claim Dracula, who really has, what, you know, all that. That's, like, I'm not going to get into that lore, but does he not look kind of like he could be Dracula? And maybe he is, I don't know. He's like, I'm just on the low. But no, I'm definitely not going to escape into the streets. It's like, I want to see him, but, like, I'm just going to say for the last time. It's like, just care to elaborate there, buddy? What do you mean, for the last time? His face is inscrutable. Yep, yep, that seems to be something he put points into. Inscrutable face. I said what I said. All I can add for now is, tomorrow's a big night for you. Okay, I shouldn't have added the inflection. That's just me. The elevator door opens to an empty hall. You walk outside past the night guard's post, which is empty. There's like a body down there. The camera kind of pans. It's just like, he's got a look of horror. Or maybe he's just passed out. He's got a little pillow. He's all sleepy and nice. Or maybe he's just, I don't know, paid off. Fucking who knows. The cold night air reminds you of the balcony just a few hours ago. The man motions to a black Cadillac Escalade. Ooh, they see me rolling. They hatin'. Alright. Take a seat in the back, please. You get inside. The man closes the car door behind you. You hear a click as it locks. The Cadillac is almost entirely dark. The side windows seem lightproof. Okay. The man gets into the driver's seat, starts the engine, and drives away without comment. You know what? It is awkward talking to your Uber driver. Like, look at his eyes, though. Like, I feel like he's actually peering into my soul right now, because I'm sitting right in front of the TV, not, like, to the side or anything. It's, like, actually pointed directly, like a fucking eye sideline, directly at me. Even though it's actually, not in the center of the thing. Like, if I were to sit here and do a crosshair on it, it's too high and to the right. If you try to center it, it's not actually in the center of the thing. But it's looking right at me. It's like one of those paintings or one of those statues where they have the eyes, they're like hollowed out so that they always look. Oh, see, oh god damn it. He like twitched. His eyes like twitched a little to look at me. Please look at the road, sir. Yeah, nah. Okay, I'll stop. You're not an Uber driver. You're a very scary person who I'm pretty sure is a vampire, at least a ghoul, and you'd probably murder me in a second. Quite effectively. Am I drugged? I feel horrible. I don't feel like there's a good answer here. I feel horrible is complaining. Am I drugged is kind of stupid, but maybe won't piss him off. And where are we going might piss him off. But I haven't pissed him off so far, it seems. And I am the curious type, and it might not piss him off, and this might not be an opportunity to piss him off. Or I might piss him off by being annoying. Where are you taking me? A safe place. Is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? Yes, it's safe. It's very safe. I just want to buy some smokes. I should have just bought some smokes. I was almost out of smokes. I should have just bought some smokes. I could have avoided this whole thing instead of talking to that other guy. Forgive me. I'm not in a talkative mood. This won't be a long drive. Patience. It's like, if you're ever in a talkative mood, I'd be interested to see how that plays out. Dead silence fills the car. You close your eyelids and sink back into your thoughts. A blurry afterimage of the man who bought your painting is still there. It's strange. You never felt this way about anybody. That whole thing. I think in Vampire the Masquerade, as in a lot of other vampire stuff, you have like a sort of kinship to your sire, as they call it, the person who made you a vampire. But I don't know. I think it depends on clan to clan exactly how you feel, and it doesn't like override you. Like, it's not like, oh, I love them above anybody else, unless there's certain things that do that. But I think with Toreadors, they tend to be rather fond. But it often is like the fledgling is more fond of the sire, to a degree. I don't know, Toreadors have complicated relationships. It makes you happy, even though you have a nagging thought that there is something fundamentally abusive about this interaction. It's like, you know, this is bad. This is unhealthy. But then the girl's hair spilled over the purple hoodie, and her blood spilled over the cold floor. Come into sharp focus, you wince. You want to cry, but it's as if there's no more tears left in you. Let the city cry for you. It's, you know, it's not LA, City of Angels, but, the sky is weeping here in New York City in the Big Apple, as you can see through the windshield of this Cadillac Escalade. I feel like you could take those lyrics, those words, make them lyrics, and then put a sick beat behind them, and, I don't know, add like that, some Vampire the Masquerade thing, like, wow, 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 that sort of thing, and like, it would, never mind, I'm just gonna move on. After what feels like an eternity, the car comes to a stop. Just opens the door, throws you out of the ground, and just says, "Peace out, bullshit, motherfucker!" Okay, yeah, I'm trying to go back, I was talking. It's hard, that's one thing that's gonna make this difficult. If I'm going to read everything, I'm gonna have to not make as much jokes. I got jokes. My wife. Take my wife. No, seriously, please do it. R.I.P., buddy. Dangerfield, you were a legend. Or Dangerfield, you were a Feldfield. You were a fucking legend. You get out in a underground parking lot. It's an ugly concrete gray thing, empty, but for the car you came in. Wow. Where is this that it's empty in New York? It looks like a room. There's a room beyond a metal door in the wall. Guess you'll live to see another night. Follow me. He sounds disappointed, like, well, I don't recall giving you any strikes. I might have given you some without saying anything, but you didn't obviously irritate me, but it would have been better if I could have just, you know, dealt with you in another way. He opens the metal door and lets you inside. Here we are. These are your lodgings for tonight. If you get hungry, again, take a look in the fridge. Tomorrow, I will come to pick you up. Hey, you know what? As long as you don't come to fucking murk me, you know, you're not coming to fucking finish my ass off. Cool, but I doubt you would, because it would just make more sense to do it now. Although you might get new orders from tonight, tomorrow, so I guess we'll see what happens. The cramped room has no windows. Just a simple bed, a single light bulb hanging from the ceiling, a small humming fridge, and a rattling AC fan in the wall. Do vampires need AC? You're naturally cold. I don't think your body continues to decay unless you're the type of vampire that does that, and there's vampires in the World of Darkness that are like that, but I don't think that sort of thing bothers you. To my knowledge, you're a corpse, animated. You have to take effort, like, to do something to make yourself look alive, like Blush of Life, so that you can, or active effort to breathe, like Blush of Life lets you, appear more human and have warmth and that sort of normal human stuff. Maybe let you have sex or do other things that would like help you pass as human. But I don't think it being hot or cold is a big deal, except in the sense that if it was super cold, you might freeze because your body does not produce heat. Or if it was super hot, you might like decay? I don't know. I don't think you need an AC. I think it's just like sometimes we have other people here, like people, not vampire people. It was all the coziness of a solitary prison cell. It was probably nicer. You notice the claw marks on the inner side of the entrance door. Okay. That it was like, it's a solitary prison cell. It's like, seems like it's a little nicer than that. Just sounds like a standard New York apartment. Am I right? Waka waka. I'll be here all night. Actually, no. Like seriously, from what I hear from people who have been in New York, like people are like, I pay $1,500 for exactly what was just described here. Like $1,500 a month. Woo! Haha! Woo! I need medical help. I'm not going in there. Mercy, please. I don't feel like there's a proper answer here. I feel like this is like a trick question, like, not going in there definitely gonna annoy him. I need medical help. I think that's the best thing. Mercy, please. I'm gonna go with I need. I mean, none of these seem good. It seems like, oh, if you fucked up twice, too bad. Here you go. Be nicer next time. Be afraid of him. Consider that for the future. Do not fuck up, because there are stronger beings than you little punk ass. I can't feel myself breathing. I can't sense my heartbeat. I need to go to a hospital, man. That seems like a rational thing to think and say. You're gonna be fine. Say the goddamn words! I'm gonna be okay! He is the wolf. Alright, moving on. Again, Harvey Keitel, the wolf in Pulp Fiction, and also Mr. White in Reservoir Dogs. So, and also wore a suit in both. Looked very snappy, though did not have the little... I want to say embroidery. I don't think it's embroidery. I think it's more like an etching pattern or something. I don't know how to. I don't know. I'm not a tailor. Listen, normally I'd lose my nerve right about now and things would get nasty, but I get it. You're scared. You don't understand what happened. See, I feel like they set me up like this was like none of these were good, and if I'd fucked up twice, he's like, "Oh, you're good." You know what? Rips your head off, stakes you, and you know, like that's that. Trust me, you will learn more tomorrow, but now I need you to rest. And you need to rest. Just listen to him, dude. He gestures inside the room. Finding no more willpower to resist. Again, he's just like, dominate. You step inside, the stranger nods contently. There's one shoe. There's always a fucking single shoe. There's... Just kind of looking around the room. I don't know what these sparkly things are. I guess they're supposed to be dust from the red light. It's like some tiny cage thing, which looks like it's like made for moving luggage. I guess that's the AC unit. Good night. I don't know why I wanted to put that extra inflection on it, just to make it like all weird. Like, and there's the claw marks you can see. He locks the door behind you. It looks very secure and sturdy. You open the fridge. There's a single plastic bag there filled with red liquid. Unlabeled. Tomato soup. You feel sick to your stomach. Best leave it for now. Yeah, no, they've got some fucking, God, I can't think of what a good tomato, like, it's, you know, it's a bisque. It's just, you know, a bisque without garlic. High in iron. That's not vegan. Fuck it. You lie down on the bed. It's a simple mattress on a metal frame, kind of grimy and Seeing it makes you grimace, but you're just too tired not to lie down. Your entire body hurts. A dull feeling that makes you feel heavy. You feel vulnerable and lonely. Usually when that happens, you turn your attention to painting, just to not think about the alternative. Dude, how much mental health did you need? Like, dude, therapy. Like, I just want to say this, and this isn't an insult at all to men or African Americans in general. It's just a, like, sort of like, I want to make a point. Like, men, especially black men, maybe, therapy's a good thing. You know, like, I'm not sponsored by BetterHelp. That's a thing. I've never used it myself. I've gotten therapy from other things, but I've heard great things about it. I'm pretty sure it's a solid thing, and it, like, can kind of, like, work for everybody. I've gone to therapy a lot, and I've had it where it works and where it doesn't. You know, it's really about the therapist, and, again, hashtag not sponsored. I was like, seriously, though, consider therapy if you feel like this guy. Like, painting's great. I'm an artist. I don't enjoy painting, particularly. I want to. I just can't Bob Ross the joy of painting. It's not for me. I have tried, and I want to enjoy it, but it's not working. It's not a thing. I do it. I'm not great at it. I don't enjoy it, so that's all there is to it. But I use other art, and that's great, and, like, pain is part of the process a lot of the time, and, like, it's a good way to deal with stuff, and I don't want to, like, prevent people from, like, making, like, a great art. Like, I think almost any great art probably comes from a great emotion, a powerful emotion, and a lot of times that's, like, a bad emotion, and that's a good way to process things. But also therapy is good, too. You can do both, but yeah. Your family upbringing left you with no skills but artistic talent. Creating art used to be something of an unpleasant duty. Real talk. Feeling greatly attacked. Yeah. Yeah. Compulsive artist here, so, yeah. Proponent supporting therapy. Somewhere along the line, though, it became the only weapon you had to fight with existential despair. Some of your best work was created in lieu of impotently crying in bed. See, I feel like I covered that, and I'm pretty sure I didn't play a Toreador last time. I'll have to touch the other thing, but I really don't think I did. So, like, I'm just gonna say this, and I thought of this earlier. At heart, I really love the World of Darkness and the different types of vampire clans, and, like, I'm not as deep into it as I want to be, and I've never actually played the tabletop RPG, but I do love the world and the lore, and I've read quite a bit about it in various ways, experienced it in various mediums, blah 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 blah. Not important, except for just to give me some sort of street cred. I am part of one of my clans is Toreador, but I'm more a Malkavian, and it's like Malkavians kind of see the future. Sometimes, like, they don't have to be. They're just great. There's a lot of things about them, and you didn't get to choose Malkavian in this one. I doubt you get to. I'm pretty confident you encounter one. I don't know if you know if they're one at the time. I do remember that character because, you know, that's one thing I do remember. I just don't remember our interaction or how it played out or how to do it good. But you can take the vampire out of the Malkavian, but you can't take the Malkavian out of the vampire, I guess is what I was gonna try. I thought about it earlier just because I keep predicting things before they happen, even though I'm pretty confident I didn't play this. I don't think I've seen anybody play through it. I'm pretty sure I played the Brujah, and I'm pretty sure I saw Maven of the Eventide, which, again, follow that YouTube. Again, not sponsored. Don't want to, like, I'm not involved with them. They don't know me. I've left some comments. I support them, you know, like, just by being like, you're awesome, Maven, yay! But they've done other vampire video games sometimes. they do other stuff, but they've been doing that because they got a Patreon, and a lot of people want to see them play video games, so they do. Even if they're not really like a gamer per se, and but they do it. At any rate, I think they played, if I recall correctly, it was Aventru, and it was Gwentru the Ventru, like they named themselves Gwen and they did Aventru, but that might have been on another one, but I don't think that would have made sense for the Bloodlines playthrough they did. So spoilers, I guess, for the character class they played, but I'm just saying I basically don't think I've seen a Toreador playthrough of this, so I think that this is just me being me, naturally being able to predict outcomes somehow and such, and yeah, I'm gonna move on. I'm just sounding crazy, which is sort of the point, but let's move on. Hell, you're pretty sure a few of those pieces had your tears mixed in with the paint, like the painting that led your whole night to this. That's a thing again. Like I said, art, pain. Yep, that's just how it goes. You look back at your life and it starts looking like a downward spiral. Oh shit, that's not good. You are so tired, your entire body tenses up. Before you know it, you drift away into oblivion. Okay, but am I gonna like wake up having like ate somebody? Cause I'm trapped in this room and I don't want to like scratch at the fucking thing, and there's blood, or a V8, or maybe a nice Bloody Mary cocktail just inside the little fridge there, mini fridge. You wake up. I'm gonna pause it here, because I don't know how long this has gone on, and this. Ooh, there's stuff on the outside though. That means I'm hungry. And I don't want to get hangry. So, but yeah, I'm going to pause for a second.